I kind of already had it predetermined in my mind to just come to the straight up conclusion that this electroculture thing isn't really quite working. And today I've observed something that may have some type of results. Again, I'm not going to jump straight to any conclusions, but I'm going to show you what I see so far. This is the third week with the stakes inside of the ground. My first example, my observation, came actually from this row of tomatoes, as well as the smaller row of tomatoes. Now, the garden stake is actually over here. Electroculture stake that supposedly is supposed to help plant grow, right? Faster and all that good jazz. Now, from just eyeballing it, this is shorter than the other. So just to make sure, the one furthest away, we're looking like it's peaking at just under 7 inches. Moving on to the one right next to it. Okay, a little bit past that, 7.5, roughly. I'm just doing rough estimates. See, we're getting a little bit higher as we get closer. And I'm not sure what's going on with the camera, but we're gonna have some really wavy footage for some odd reason. Now that was the first example that I seen. This is obviously closer to the stake than that one is. Shorter, taller. Now let's take a look at all this. And again, these were all planted the same exact day. And if I'm not mistaken, I believe I started from here moving forward when I put the seeds in the ground. Still all in the same day, same hour, same like 15-minute time frame. Same with all these. Now, I'm also going to try to take anything else into account, such as sunlight. East is that direction. Heading over west, we're getting close to the evening time, as you can tell. Second set of tomatoes. Why do I have this really random tall one right here? But even if we don't even pay attention to the outlier, taller ones are over here, some medium sized, and this one might just be an outlier. Looking at maybe 2 3/4, but the shorter ones are over here. What's going on? I literally just reviewed the footage of me doing the tomatoes, and that looks really ridiculous how the footage is just waving like we're seeing a heat mirage. It's literally not that hot out here. At most maybe 70 something. So I'm gonna be getting a new camera soon anyway, so we're not gonna have to deal with that for much longer. So bear with me through this video because I'm not sure what's going on with this camera. It's a old phone, so it might just be trying to get the ghost at this point. Now here is something I will not do too often. This is my mother's onion bed. As you can see, it's quite a bit, but this is one of her onions getting ready to go to seed. Now this onion in particular was given to my father. It was a bunch of onions that some guy just randomly handed to us. He said, hey, you want these onions? He just got them from the store. So we said, yeah, we'll take them. We put them inside our beds just so we could get seed from them. My mother and I got them at the same time. Now, whether or not we planted it on the same day, don't really think so. I think she actually put hers in the raised bed before I put mine inside the ground. And I think it was about a day or two difference. But this is what we're looking at here. It's nice. If we're, stop trying to adjust for that. If we're gonna try to measure it, let's go centimeters. That's where we're pretty much lining up at. This is where I have my onions. I have them in 2 separate spots, if you can remember. one without the stake, one with the stake. And last week I kind of discounted this because they looked relatively the same. But upon closer inspection, of course this one didn't want to do anything, neither did that one over there. But these are looking quite nice. It looks kind of even extreme. Right there is the stake. Maybe about 2 feet in the other direction. Well, got a ruler now, so. Okay, so a little bit over 2 feet. Maybe like, well, just about 3 feet. 3 feet in the other direction. We have some more onions going to seed, starting to flower first. Look at that. Look at these. That's about maybe 3 or 4. And this is about 2, actually. These are 2. Here's the corn. This general area is the second planting, whereas this was the first. And the stake is, ooh, if I could see it. Where is it at? It's hiding in there. I believe it's somewhere down in between there. But you can see from the height, it kind of tapers down a little bit. Still, 2 weeks after this one, it's catching up.